Hey, what's going on everyone? Joey G here. Well, of course it's Joey G here. I'm the one making the videos. Anyway, welcome to my mini-series, The Road to 100,000 Streams, where I'm documenting my musical journey. And this is episode 4, Marketing. So for some background, my album's been out now for about 2 months, and I'm going to give an overview on the amount of plays that I currently have, and I'm going to be breaking this down into 2 major marketing categories, so organic and paid, or basically free and paid. So I've had about 5,000 streams now in 2 months, which is great. I'm really happy with that, and funnily enough, about 4,000 of those have come in the last week. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that very shortly. Okay, so first of all, organic marketing. This is what I implemented not just once the album was released, but for the 6 months really coming up to this. I was posting on social media, focusing really on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I was letting people know, of course, I was just telling friends and family, that's your core supporters who are always going to check out your stuff. Even if that's just 5, 10, 20 people, they're always going to be there for you, and that's awesome. I was emailing various curators, so not just for playlists, but also radio stations, music magazines, and so on. On my social medias as well, I use a Linktree link on, for example, on my Instagram. If you go there, it just gives a link to everything that I'm doing. So my YouTube, my Facebook, whatever else. My album, of course, my music. Posters and business cards, I've got some of those ready. I haven't utilized those too much yet, but that's coming in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be putting out some posters up around town, and I've just got business cards ready because I wanted to get some done, and if anyone wants them, I've got them ready. And of course, still under this free category or organic, playlists. That's been the number one method of growth for myself, and I think for any musician, getting onto Spotify playlists is key. Daily playlists have been number one for this because you can submit for free. You can submit about 20 different playlists per week, I think, which is pretty cool. And in general, I'm probably getting about an 8 to 10% acceptance rate. So yeah, I'll submit to 100 playlists. I'll get on about 8 to 10. Sometimes these are pretty good playlists where you might get 30 plays a week. Other times you might just get 1 or 2 plays, but at the end of the day, everything counts. You can't ever discount word of mouth as well. Once someone hears about your music, even if they're a friend or a family, they like it, they'll send it to someone else and bombs away, hopefully. Okay, so paid marketing. This gets interesting here because I would say, unfortunately or fortunately, spent a lot of money here. I'm going to start with Facebook marketing because it did not work for me at all. I was spending quite a lot of money on these Facebook traffic campaigns, and I was getting 0 results. I mean, like nothing, if any. Couldn't see anything, and I was spending like $20 a day, and I've created some pretty cool videos as well. Such as this one. Well, I thought it was cool anyway. I think it looks pretty cool. I was listening to all the top music marketing people on YouTube who were talking about how to do this, how to set it up. My campaign was correct in my opinion. I was using traffic ads, conversion campaigns, leads, whatever. Nothing worked. I got a bit pissed off with the whole thing and just stopped it. I didn't want to do it anymore. This was about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm done. I started to lose hope in paid marketing. Instagram boost posts kind of work to get a few more followers and stuff, but not really to actually generate more streams on my music. I also spent $200 US on Groover, which is where you can submit your song to many different playlist curators, and they will listen to it, give you some feedback, and hopefully accept it and put on their playlist. Now I submitted to 80 different playlists this wasn't just playlists by the way, it was also some radio stations and some magazines and music reviewers and stuff. I was targeting playlists, that's what I wanted. And out of those 80, I probably got accepted onto about 40 different curators, let's just say. About 20 of those were playlists. The other 20 was I got a few radio plays, got a few mentions in some magazines and some posts on Instagram accounts and stuff, which maybe brought a bit more exposure to myself, but again, playlists was my focus. And out of those 20, yeah, they weren't the best playlists. I'm still grateful to be on there, but for $200 that I spent, I was hoping to have a little bit more streams from that. Really, I was probably getting, a couple of them maybe gave me 10, 20 extra plays a week. I was hoping it was going to be more around the 100 plus per week. So again, at this stage, I was thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm spending a lot of my hard-earned money on promotion, and I thought I was doing something wrong. It just wasn't working out for me, and I was getting annoyed. I'm a little disheartened. I never lost focus though. I still believed in myself and what I'm doing, and was never going to stop. But I started thinking, what else can I do? Someone then reached out to me, just like you get loads of random messages on Instagram saying, hey, promote your music, do you want to post, blah blah blah, all of that stuff, these random promotion stuff you get loads of. Someone reached out, and I just thought, look, this is another load of bullshit that I keep getting, or maybe I'm always wrong, so here's where I'm going to flip things around. I get loads of messages on Instagram just saying, hey, do you want to promote your post here? And I just ignore them. I think they're spam. Someone did it, and I decided to give them a chance. Long story short, ended up getting onto some pretty big playlists. When I say pretty big, I'm talking 100. In the past week, I've been getting about 100 plays per day. I think that's had a bit of a knock-on effect. And like I said, about 80% of my total streams in the past 2 months have come in the past 7 to 10 days. Anyway, so that was awesome. That's been a big boost for me, and I'm not going to stop. I really want to find a few more decent playlists to get onto. Just ones that people actually listen to. It's all well and good paying to Submit Hub or Groover, for example, to get onto some playlists, but if you're only getting sort of 5-10 plays a week, is it really worth the money spent? I'm not going to count that out though. I've only used Groover. I might pay for Submit Hub maybe $100 just as an experiment and feedback the results. And by the way, I'm probably going to go a little deeper into some of these campaigns, paid campaigns that I'm doing, just to give a bit of a heads up, especially around Facebook ads. As for me, it was an absolute no. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, or I want to know what I was doing wrong at least. I was following step by step, but it just did not work. So what have I been missing? Live shows. I haven't been playing live shows. I am starting to do them here. Live shows here, live recordings here, whatever. But that's, I guess, the next step in really starting to promote myself. I'm still aiming for this goal of 100,000 streams by the end of this year. I'm currently at about 5,000, maybe 6,000 at this stage. Got a long way to go, 95,000 streams to go, but it's possible. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. There we go, that's episode 4 done, marketing. Next is an interesting one I think you'll all enjoy. It will be, of course, episode 5. Money. How much money have I spent? And I'm going to talk about the money I've spent on recording, marketing, and whatever else. And how much money I'm potentially earning from 100,000 streams. Anyway, sweet. Thanks for listening, everyone. See ya. Oh, I couldn't forget this, could I? Oh, yes.